It's a good day. It's a good thing. Thank you so much if you're showing up. This is Etsy Shenanigans episode. What episode are we at now? Hold on just a moment. Episode 38, would that be? And a couple things on deck. We are going to be talking about Sebastian Rogers as it looks from the YouTube streets, only about the number of creators, the number of videos that are over the 20-minute mark, which is a filter that that everyone can use on YouTube. And I'm just going to be going through some of the titles, some of the numbers that are associated, so that we really truly understand the reach of this story. And it was brought to bear because the Gabby Petito family, the mom and dad and the stepmom and stepmom and stepfather, the mom and dad and the step-parents of Gabby Petito sat down with Vinnie Politan of Court TV during CrimeCon and spoke of the first time that they went, that they were unsure, and now that they've gone, they've realized their reach. And why? To help others. And I think that essence of a parent in grief, if they can, or uncertainty, frustration, if even with all of those things, that they can some sort of way get inside of their heart that this will serve others, no matter what the outcome is, really, that this will serve others, and that's enough to just keep going for yourself. So we're just going to be going through some things like that, sort of kind of like the clues and the clothes, and it's just, so now it's just like the social push, and is it correct? Is it wholesome? Is it meaningful? And that sort of thing. So that's what we're going to do today. Once I'm all finished with that approach, what we are going to do is have to do a complete pivot, and I hope that those will understand that Etsy Shenanigans is really a focus on just how I see Etsy as a company, and what my journey, so to say, will be like as a new shop owner. So I have to kind of get back to that. So between today and tomorrow, this will be the last bit of any kind of focus that I have that's associated with true crime, because it's not my not my focus. It's not what I'm educated in or experienced at. I find it fascinating, but I think that when it's over kids, there's so much that I'm just unfamiliar with, and I don't know if I can go any much further until my shop opens, and I'm actually able to put together and fashion something together with my products that are shipped out nationwide. So until all of that, I think it's better that between today and tomorrow that things just kind of come to a close, CLOSE. So let's kind of get to it. I created a bit of a slideshow, and yes, I do have the Amber Alert, and yes, I do have 2 creators, and then a run of show of creators, and then I'm going to go into the actual YouTube. And let's make sure that I think we're live because you guys are in the show. Let me check my mic levels too. Hold on just a moment. Or maybe if it's bad, just put something in the chat. But I think it should be okay. You should be getting a little bit of music and my voice on top. I'm hoping. So that's why I'm not going to be too long with all of this today. So let's start off first of all, because you're seeing the slideshow as it is. When you type in Sebastian Rogers, in your YouTube and you go to filters and you go to over 20 minutes. I want to read some of these numbers and the amount of time that creators have put on their title and their what their thumbnail reads. So let's start there, because this one I couldn't do a screenshot of because I'm going to be scrolling down. So we'll do that in just a moment, and then I'll tell you which the screenshots that you're looking at. So I have a screenshot from a very prolific true crime focused channel, and look at all of the thumbnails. We're talking about hundreds of hours of content and dozens of broadcasts on YouTube. Same colorway, same sort of thumbnail import, the oh my gods, the wows, the wilds, the FBI with question marks, and very bold, knowing something about how YouTube, what YouTube prefers when people are looking for content. The next one that I put up was another creator, prolific creator, a very same sort of thing. They know their style, they have a style, but these are all videos connected to Sebastian Rogers, and this is just a snippet of, so that you know. So that's number 2. The long skinny one is a snippet of what I'm going to be reading you from now. These are videos that YouTube has put them in some sort of order. I haven't put them in order of import or anything like that, of videos that are over 20 minutes. Then, of course, we have the Amber Alert. And I'll read the Amber Alert as I have been doing. So let's say, here we go here, just so that we are reminded, everyone, of what this is all about. This is the Amber Alert. The Amber Alert was issued February 27th, 2024, and read, an Amber Alert has been issued on behalf of the Sumner County Sheriff's Office for Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers. Sebastian is a 15-year-old white male, 5 feet 5 inches tall, 120 pounds, with brown hair and brown eyes. Sebastian was last seen on February 26, 2024, in the area of Stafford Court in Hendersonville, Tennessee. Sebastian was last seen wearing a black sweatshirt, black sweatpants, and glasses. Sebastian has a medical condition that may impair his ability to return safely without assistance. If you have seen Sebastian or have information regarding his whereabouts, please contact the Sumner County Emergency Communication Center at 615-451-3838 or the TBI at 1-800-TBI-FIND. If you're reaching the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation, you want to speak to Special Agent Bobby, B-O-B-B-Y, Simmons, S-I-M-M-O-N-S, or Sumner County Sheriff's Office Detective B. Carter, that's B. Carter, at 615-451-3838. And that is the Amber Alert. It has not been changed since we started doing this, and it doesn't appear as though that they've made any changes to the Amber Alert since it was issued. Yesterday, when I was looking into what an Amber Alert is and why it's so important, let me just kind of read you a little bit of a snippet. The Amber Alert plan alerts citizens when a child has been abducted. The program was developed and named after 9-year-old Amber Hagerman, who was abducted while playing near her home in Texas and subsequently murdered in 1996. Now, each state, as it would seem, kind of rewords the whole, wiki of what an Amber Alert is. So, but the basic part of it is from heartbreak to hope because of the sheer distribution. If you've opted in, of course, you'll know that you'll get a notice on your phone. So this sort of nationwide distribution of these alerts is absolutely it's life-changing for the parents or the the custodians or the guardians of people that are missing. And it's not just children that go missing, by the way. So to have an Amber Alert assigned to you puts you on center stage at that moment in time. At that moment in time, your needs and wants are not even what's being thought of. Yes, your daily needs and making sure that you yourself are safe and that sort of thing is important. But your ego needs, your need to be famous or need to do anything really, it sits on the Amber Alert to be sent and distributed nationwide, and in this particular case, worldwide. And it serves as public awareness. It serves to alert other parents who are concerned for their own children's safety. Like the effort that goes into an Amber Alert by its name says something right away. And as I said, doesn't matter what state you're in. Every state has their own way of sharing. Like you'll just go Amber Alert for citizen awareness, which is what I looked at. Each state, all the states have their own message that they send out to the people that have opted in or that are nearby, however that works, with the phone. No matter where you are in the country, an Amber Alert, if you've opted in, you will get the Amber Alert. So to subvert that in any way, from what I can tell, is so it's such the opposite, because your position as a parent is so heartbreakingly enough. If I'm not mistaken, in Tennessee, there's 300 to 500 people that go missing a month. Did you guys read that? In Tennessee, Amber Alerts. Tennessee, I think they have some numbers. Let me see if I can find it again. How many children are missing in the state of Tennessee? As of March 4th, there are at least 40 Tennessee children whose whereabouts are still unknown after being reported missing within the last few years, and there are presently 6 active Amber Alerts. Okay? Not the only one. It's unfortunate that you are not the only one, but you are not the only one. There are a lot of prayers that are needed, and a lot of intention that is more godlike, truly, where your intention has to really be clear. Now, if you are not of this sort, then there will be problems until there is not. Whether law enforcement comes and scurries you away, to not get involved, or there can be all sorts of things that law enforcement can convene, and you can be served with your own restraining orders. So, to stay out of the area, stay away from, who knows, right? All sorts of other things can happen because you've opened up something very strange that is against the rule of our own intention to care for one another. Let's go ahead and get into the social part of this and the intention. We have a creator. I'm just going to go through the creators and give you some numbers. J is for Justice podcast. That's the first one that comes up, and I don't think I am a subscriber to any of these channels, by the way. J for Justice podcast. She had a broadcast titled, "Where is Sebastian Rogers? What the experts say about the case, etc., etc." Her thumbnail read, "Let's hear expert opinions. Where's Sebastian?" 4 hours and 16 minutes with 9,300 views. Next one, The Interview Room. The Interview Room did a 2-hour, 40-minute video entitled Sebastian Rogers Missing, What Clues, the Interview with His Mom and Stepfather, etc. Thumbnail reads Sebastian Rogers with Steve Johnson. Hear this number loudly. 68,000 views. JLR Investigates did a stream that went for 43 minutes. Sebastian Rogers, Seth's Cruel Threats, South Carolina. His thumbnail read, Seth's Cruel Threats, got 33,000 views. Just with those 3 things, and I guess it might be that I've been with YouTube since the beginning, that what I know about human nature, people are listening to help. If that can be the message. You cannot put this genie back in any kind of a bottle when you don't have the authority to define what you like and what you don't like. This is YouTube, and the sheer numbers of this are extraordinary. Moving on, Web Sleuths did a 1-hour, 24-minute video titled Seth Rogers, Sebastian's Dad Takes Legal Action. Web Sleuths. She got 7.4 thousand views. Now we get into the bigger kahuna, major media. Court TV a month ago did a 40-minute video called The Mysterious Disappearance of Sebastian Rogers. That one video shared his face with the Court TV logo. 183,000 views. And I'll say it again, you cannot put, and it is a horror of horrors. No one wishes this on anyone. But honestly, if the alibi is there for you, the sense of having your ego in this, it is in the hands of the public. Bullhorn Betty did another video, 1 hour 52 minutes long. Sebastian Rogers, Where Are You? Tennessee, 8.2 thousand views. Michelle After Dark, disgusting allegations in the Sebastian Rogers case, and it says vile on her thumbnail, 15,000 views. Her video was 1 hour and 30 minutes long. JLR again at 56 minutes. Sebastian Rogers, Grandma Sends Cease and Desist, Tennessee. And then the thumbnail reads, Grandma Sends Cease and Desist, 45,000 views. Okay, I think you guys get my point. That's all you have to do if you're looking for these sorts of things, and maybe you'll understand better, or some sociologist maybe, or someone that is involved with social media and the distribution of these things. Certainly the Petitos would know as they're looking back and seeing the intention and the heat that was put on society to find their daughter. The same thing is happening here. The heat is on, and society has been engaged. Social media has been engaged. This genie cannot be put back into the bottle. And picking and choosing which ones that you believe, you have to look at the number of people. Now, this gets into defamation and so forth, and there are actuaries, I think that's what they're called, that define how many millions of people would have heard that your son is missing up against how many people know and believe or care or have an opinion of you that they carry forward in their everyday. You know, we all have opinions of each other. They say in social, those opinions are arrived at under 10 seconds. In some studies, they say 3 seconds. That means that the moment that someone hears you, gazes upon you, sees your backside, hears about you but sees out of the corner of their eye, or they're looking for you and they can only see you through their lens, it's done. Anything beyond that is just whatever the intention of the person is. And I'm going to tell you, as long as I've been watching these cases, there are more people. They're prayerful, mindful, godly. You know, they care. They want to do something. When people are out there crying to do something, they want to do something, even if you are rotten to the core. People will continue to do and give. This is just how we are. We don't want to see, honestly, we don't want to see others in pain. I know that the whole idea of, you know, the train wreck and people want the drama of it and all of that. These are fleeting things. You know, but when you're going about your day and you're with your own family and you know that your children are safe and sound, those fleeting things are not the things that you live with at all. There are like thousands of people. I would love to know what the real number is. There may be 1 million people, you know, people that are on YouTube, that have accounts on YouTube that want to speak on this and want to help and to go against the Amber Alert just from the get-go. This is something that gets very unusual for us as a force. And now there are arguments about true crime. Are these people that made documentaries about it, are the people in true crime really helping, or are they hurting? And I think that, you know, there is a moment when that Amber Alert goes out and it's being sent out nationwide. And then, you know, from a few days back when I was telling you all of the Yahoo channels that are out, New Zealand, you know, it's gone as far as New Zealand, where people are actually caring, you know, church-going people who are like bringing this your missing child to their prayer circles. And now you're saying, yeah, I don't think I want you to do that because, you know, because we don't really know exactly why, honestly. Nothing, no reason has been given why. So that's where we are with that. Okay. What I'm going to do right now is I'm going to switch gears a little bit and take the let's see if I can do this properly, if I know how to do this properly. Oh, I know what I need to do. I need to take the slideshow off, right? The slideshow, which is this one here. So we're going to go ahead, transition. We'll be in a dark screen for just a moment. And let me find my Etsy. So give me just 1 second. Let me find my Etsy. Let me see. Oh, you know what? Maybe I X'd out of it. I think I did. So I may have to come back. I think I X'd out of it because it's an MP4 and I couldn't figure out how to work that out through the media source. Okay, so that's what I'm going to have to do. When I come back for the other part of today, I'm going to just be showcasing the shop launch and start doing this, you know, where I'm walking away from Sebastian Rogers and that discussion, and how maybe Etsy shops can help once the shop opens, which is on the 25th, and I'm inside of the forums and get a feel as to what kind of campaigns the shop owners are supporting or involved with, and being that it's a political season that's about to come in, I'm sure there's going to be people that are, supporting candidates in some way, putting American flag kind of, like I have one of the charms that I have that it's off of the workbench right now. I don't know if I'm going to be making it a product where it's just a ditty bag charm that just says the word vote. So I know there's going to be a lot of people that are talking about the products that are around a political campaign. So once I kind of find myself where I'm supposed to be inside of the forums, I will know better how they sit with the Amber Alert messaging going out in their packaging. So that's where we're at. You are looking at a Peace Please sticker pack that I worked on last year. This is all AI, by the way. And so I might be sharing how AI has influenced Etsy. I might do a little piece on that. So that might be coming up. And let me move my sticker pack down, maybe. Let me bring him down a little bit here. So it's right, maybe there. And transition over. There we go. Yeah. So there we are. Let me go ahead and stop. I want to say thank you so much. I truly appreciate it. This is not easy for anyone, and I know that there are creators that have decided to go ahead and walk, and that is it's kind of like seeing a walkout, and you're like, oh my God, how could that have happened? Like, how in the world did that happen? So I know people will be talking about it. Of course, I would love to speak to a lawyer, even a constitutional lawyer, about what this all means to the fiber of the Amber Alert. But in any event, we'll go ahead and shut things down. This has been Etsy Shenanigans with your host, Beauty Bubble, episode 38, Sebastian Rogers, and shop launch updates. And I will see everyone at another time, probably this evening, much later this evening. And so that will be it for me today, during the day. Bye-bye now.